Hi guys, it's Oriana. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing an ASOS haul with you, and this is a bit of a combination of a few different orders that I've done over the last month or so, but I kind of thought it's better to just save my favourite pieces from them and then do a haul once I got everything that I needed, and that is what I've done. And I've got some really nice pieces which I'm really excited to show you. The fact that I've had some of these pieces for a while also means I can give you a bit more of an in-depth review of them, which is great, and I have checked that most of the items that I'm showing you are still available, so that's fab. Let's just jump straight into it. So let's actually start with this dress that I'm wearing now, which is in this gorgeous wrap style, and it's got these absolutely gorgeous balloon sleeves, which I'm absolutely loving because they're just super flattering. It's like a really soft brown, which I really like. It's kind of almost a bit like more of a caramelly sort of brown. So when I saw this dress I was just completely taken with it because I just thought it looked so flattering but also just really cozy and comfy, which is just perfect for what we want right now. Like for us in London, where we're in tier 4, a lot of my clothes I am just wearing in the house, so I do want them to be comfy, and this does just that. It's perfect. It's so cozy. It's quite thin as well, so I don't get too hot in it, and it also means I can wear it in the winter with a pair of like nice chunky boots and a big coat, and then I'll also really easily be able to wear this into the spring, and I probably would just wear it with a pair of like cream trainers and a leather jacket thrown on top, or just by itself as it gets a bit warmer. But yeah, I just love everything about it. The neckline is so flattering. I'm not really like a big fan of a v-neck unless it is a wrap dress, just because I love the way that it just all comes together and then cinches you in at the waist. I just think that is so lovely. So I purchased this in a size 8, which fits me fine. It is ASOS own design, and I always find with ASOS own design their sizes tend to run quite large. I always usually start off at an A, and then you sometimes end up going down and down and down and buying like ridiculously tiny sizes. Their knit stuff especially, it usually is very oversized, but this I stuck to my normal dress size, which is an 8. If anything with dresses in any other shop I would usually expect to be like an 8 to a 10, but going for an 8 with this one has worked out perfectly. It's one of those dresses you can put on when you're having one of those days where you're just feeling a little bit frumpy and not that great, and you put it on and it instantly just makes you feel so much better, and I love that. And that is kind of like the purpose of clothes, I feel, is that they should make you feel good on the inside. So yeah, I cannot tell you how much I love this dress, but it is great. Okay, so next we have this big black oversized Nike sweater, which I'm absolutely loving. Again, this is just like a really nice, cozy, comfy option. So I did actually purchase this with the matching bottoms, which again are in a very oversized style. I can't really say that they work for me, just because they do sort of drown me. I feel like I was fine getting the small for the top, but I probably would have needed to get the bottoms in extra small. I think styles like this can either look really great on you or they can just make you look frumpy. And to be quite honest with you, the poses that they do in the photos, like when you're buying these, the images you see online, they're like, you know, I don't know, like they're sat down, like looking really cool, looking really edgy, like really like, you know, working it. And that looks great, and if I do that in this, it looks great. But when I'm just walking around and just like standing like this in front of the mirror, which is how I will be standing when I'm out in public queuing at the post office or whatever, it just looks frumpy. So I wasn't really feeling the bottoms, so I will be sending those back, but I still do really love the top. I just like styling this with either a pair of like skinny jeans and then some trainers, or if I'm going like super casual, super comfy, and I'm just like doing a day like full of running errands and in the house and whatsoever, I will just throw it on with a pair of my Nike gym leggings, and that looks great. It all just like kind of looks uniform, it all goes together, so I quite like that look as well. But yeah, this is just like a really easy, comfy top, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've been wearing it loads, and it is just kind of like one of those things you just pull on those days where you are just kind of wanting something that, I don't know, like, you know, you have those days where you just kind of want to hide away in something baggy and comfy. Like this is one of those tops. Although I'll be wearing it on days where I feel like that, I put it on and then for some reason it kind of just, yeah, it works. It looks quite chic and it looks quite put together. I think it's also the colour of it, like the black, it's just flattering. When you wear colours like black, you don't really have to do very much but put them on, and that's great. So this is just like a really nice winter basic that I'm super happy that I picked up. Okay, so the next item that I purchased is this lovely jumper in this soft oat colour, and this is super soft. It just feels so lovely against the skin. Love everything about this jumper. It's got a really nice high neckline, and I just love necklines like that just because they look so nice when you're wearing a necklace. It just falls really nicely, and you know it's not really going to get lost underneath the jumper. And yeah, this is just like a really fab jumper. It's because I can never resist a ASOS jumper, and they're some of the jumpers that I have in my wardrobe for the longest amount of time, and the quality of them is just kind of unrivaled in my opinion. They last such a long time. I've got one ASOS jumper in my wardrobe that I've had for like over, I think I've had it for about 5 years, and I used to wear it all the time, and it still looks pretty much brand new. Obviously this is just super easy to style, just with a pair of jeans and a pair of boots or trainers. And I picked this up in a size 8 and it fits perfectly. The only thing for me is I do really love wearing jumpers under blazers, and obviously with a jumper like this you can't do that because the sleeves are so thick. It's quite hard to fit them under certain jackets, so that's the one kind of thing to be mindful with this jumper, is that it is gorgeous, but I can only wear it with like my oversized coats. Like I can obviously squeeze it into my tighter jackets, but I don't think I would really be able to have much movement in my arms, which isn't great, so I tend to only wear this styled underneath my oversized jackets. Okay, so next we have another dress, and this one I absolutely love again. It's this gorgeous, just very plain and very simple black knitted midi dress, and this has got a really lovely side slit in it as well, which also is just one of those features that just kind of makes a dress like this so much more flattering and just gives it a little bit of pizzazz. The only thing that I was a bit worried about with this dress, when I saw it on the model I kind of thought, that's lovely, I've got to try that, but I was a little bit worried about the neckline because it is quite wide, and I usually kind of like either quite closed necklines or for them to be, I don't know, a bit fancy with like a sweetheart neck or whatever, but it is wide and it does show at the top of your shoulders just here, but it still comes up quite high, and that's all I really care about. I just like it to be either high or low. I don't really like in between sort of lengths, especially like as I do sometimes quite like to wear like a necklace, and I just don't like it getting lost. The only thing I would say is that I got this dress in a size UK 6, and this is where I'm coming back to my point about ASOS designs and their sizing. Don't get me wrong, it fits, but it definitely doesn't sort of hug in the places that I need it to hug for it to be flattering on me. So I have ordered it in a size 4 just to try that before I make a decision on whether to keep this one or not, because I absolutely love everything about it, but I just would like for it to be a little bit tighter around here, and maybe just to have a little bit less material in the arms as well. And I get that like that's not going to be everybody's preference. Some people will be absolutely happy with the way that their normal size fits on them, but I just think like for my sort of figure, I have got like, you know, curves and things, and sometimes when I buy these dresses just have like a really nice drop on the models, where they might not have like, you know, the same sort of hips and things like that. They just don't look flattering on me unless I do tend to size down in them so that they hug in all the right places. So yeah, I am going to try the size 4 before I decide whether I'm keeping this one or not. And again, this is a lovely dress in the sense of I can wear it throughout the winter with a pair of like black chunky boots, and it will look quite cool, quite edgy, and then as it gets a bit warmer I could swap those out for a pair of trainers or even like some nice sandal heels as well. I think that would actually look really lovely. Okay, so the next item is perhaps my favourite purchase of this haul, and that is this gorgeous Nike tracksuit, and it's in this lovely soft cream colour. And then it's also super soft because it is in velvet. I do already have loads of Nike tracksuits, so it's not that I really need to be shopping for more, but I just couldn't resist this one. It is just so gorgeous, and it has got that real like sort of 90s throwback kind of feel to it. And this is just such a nice comfy piece that is so easy to just throw on and wear around the house. It's just probably the coziest sort of tracksuit that I own now. I'm so happy with it. It also just looks really like polished and chic when you do want to wear it out, just with like a pair of white trainers. I really love styling this with just like a white halter neck underneath, and I think that looks really nice, really polished and just put together. And I kind of love that in a tracksuit, for it to kind of be like comfy, but then you still do feel put together when you're wearing it. I think that is kind of like the ideal combination, comfy and polished. Another thing that I absolutely love about this tracksuit is the little swoosh that they have put on the zip. I just think that is super cute. I really like that. It's always the little bits of detail that like make a piece like this for me, so I'm really happy with that. The only thing that I would say that I think kind of lets it down just slightly is obviously like with any sort of like night clothing that you buy, they're not the cheapest, and I really would have loved if they'd given the jacket zips on the pockets, because the pockets are like a really good size, so you could easily put your phone in there or like your purse. You know, if you're just going for a walk, you don't want to take a bag, you just literally want to wear this, and I think that would have been quite nice just to finish it off with a zip just so it's secure. Apart from that, I can't really fault it. Obviously it's a really light colour, which is probably super impractical in terms of how I actually want to wear it, but I just can't really resist colours like this, and I tend to be quite careful anyway. As long as I'm not trying to eat like any pasta with a tomatoey sauce in it, I should be fine. So I got the top in an extra small, and then I got the bottoms in just a small, and that's kind of like my usual sort of go-to sizing combo when I'm buying a Nike tracksuit. And unlike the last one, which was oversized, I think I was fine to just stick with that. They both fit really nicely and I'm really happy with them. Right, whilst we're on the neutral colours, the next piece that I got was just this little beanie hat, and this is just like a real basic piece. If you watch my videos, then you probably know that I really love hats, and beanie hats in particular I just think are great because you can put them on, your head warm, also control frizz, and it doesn't really alter the look of what you're wearing too much. They're quite like subtle pieces just to add. And I always have a black beanie, but I just thought it'd be really nice to get a lighter coloured one. I do wear like a lot of neutral colours, and I've got like lighter jackets and things, and I just thought it'd be really great to have a lighter option. Again, this is ASOS and collection, and I really like the fit of this one. These are really like affordable pieces. I think this is like £8 or £6, and they do tend to last quite a while. They're just great little hats to have in your bag, just like when the temperatures do drop when you're out and you do just kind of wish that you had a little bit more clothing on. And these are obviously also great for frizz control. If you ever get a bit of a frizzy sort of top because of the moisture in the atmosphere, like, you know, whether it's just wet or whether it's like lightly raining but not really enough to put up an umbrella, or an umbrella's not really going to do anything anyway because it's coming in your face, these are so great just to pop on, and that really solves that problem. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of a beanie hat, and I just wanted one in a different colour. Right, so my last and final purchase is these absolutely lovely trainers. These are the Nike Air Max 270s. As you know, if you watch my channel, then you know I love trainers, and I have actually had my eye on these for quite a while, but I just didn't want to buy them because I didn't really need a pair of black and white trainers. Earlier this year, my boyfriend bought them, and I think that's kind of what spurred me on to get them because I was just so jealous. But now that I've waited so long and bought them after him, he keeps saying that I'm copying him every time I put them on, which is so annoying. I really wish that I'd got in there first. But yeah, that's life. So I've got myself a pair now, and I have also got our little girl a pair, which are super cute. I'm going to show you her ones actually. Here are my daughter's ones, and she's 10 years old, and as you can see, her feet are almost exactly the same size as mine now, which is a little bit scary because I'm sure that she is going to be trying to steal my footwear in the next year or so. So I'm going to need to have some very stern words about that because she is very heavy on her footwear, and trainers she just gets through so quickly. The feature that I love about the kids pair and the men's ones is the bottoms. I just think that is so cool. I'm well jealous that the bottom of mine are just black and that the kids and the men get that. I really don't understand why that is, and I kind of just wish that I'd brought either the kids pair in a size 6 or I just brought the men's pair in a size 6. So yeah, I'm a little bit upset about that, but doesn't stop me from loving these trainers. Make what you will of the fact that me, my boyfriend and our daughter all have the same trainers, but I actually love it as much as my boyfriend does. I absolutely love these trainers. They're easy to style. I just wear them obviously with jeans or even like with my sports leggings again. I got them in a size 6. When it comes to night trainers, I'm usually always a 6, but these seem to come up a tiny bit small, and I didn't really notice it until I got them out of the house. I still will get loads of wear out of these, and I still do love them. They don't like pinch too much. It is just more like I'm just conscious that they're a little bit tighter. So if you are considering buying the Air Max 270s, then I would say maybe just go like a half size up. I wouldn't say go a whole size up, but I definitely would consider going a half size up because I definitely would on my next pair. Right, so that is all of the items that I have to share with you today. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have liked it, please do give me the thumbs up, and do let me know what your favourite piece was in the comments below. I love reading all of your guys' comments, and I do try to reply to every single one of them, so if you do leave me a comment, I definitely will get back to you. You guys leave some really lovely messages down there, and it really just warms my heart and just motivates me to keep on going and keep on providing more content. Don't forget to follow follow me on socials as well. I'll link my Instagram below. I post a lot of my outfit pics on there, so it's just a great place to be for some inspiration. Or if you're ever just curious as to how I've styled something, definitely check that out. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.